Germany, a land of profound contrasts, where the relentless power of nature intertwines with an unbreakable human spirit. It is a place where the echoes of a turbulent past have been transformed into a symphony of the future. To the outside world, it is often seen as a realm of rigid precision and cold steel. But look closer, and you will find a soul that is vibrant, mystical, and deeply welcoming, like a phoenix rising from the ashes of history and the weight of industrial might. This nation has reinvented itself as a sanctuary for the modern soul. Here, the heavy machinery of the past has given way to the soft rustle of ancient leaves and the quiet hum of a digital revolution. A mystical aura covers every corner of this land, from the dense primeval forests where time seems to stand still to the high-tech urban centers that breathe with a new kind of freedom. Imagine standing in a forest that has survived since the last ice age, its roots reaching deep into the earth, while just a few miles away, a glass and steel smart city operates with the intelligence of the next century. This is the duality of Germany. It is a country that honors its origins through the careful preservation of its geology and its myths, yet it embraces the unknown with open arms. In 2026, Germany has become more than just a destination for travelers. It has become a beacon for those seeking a different way of life. For the traveler from across the Atlantic, it represents a concept of profound stability in an increasingly uncertain world. We are witnessing a quiet exodus, a journey toward a place where life is not just lived, but cherished. Here, the frantic pace of the American dream is replaced by the philosophy of the soft life. It is a land where you are not defined by your struggle, but by your presence. A hidden soul moves through the mist of the Bavarian Alps and the shadows of the Black Forest. It is a spirit of resilience that has taught a nation how to live in harmony with the harsh beauty of its environment. Today, we begin a journey that goes beyond the typical tourist trails. We will reach into the most hidden and inaccessible spots to find the true heart of this phoenix. We will explore the jagged peaks sculpted by ancient glaciers and the emerald valleys where tradition still whispers in the wind. As you walk through these landscapes, you will feel a sense of belonging that is rare and precious. The hospitality here is not a performance. It is a deep-rooted respect for the weary traveler. Whether you are wandering through a medieval village frozen in time or navigating the creative pulse of a metropolitan art district, you will find a space that has been prepared for you. Germany is a living, breathing entity, a country that has learned that true strength lies in the ability to adapt and the courage to remain soft. This is a journey to uncover the most unusual sights, where the power of nature unveils its grandeur and the human heart finds its home. We are embarking on an adventure to reveal a Germany that exists outside the imagination, a place where the air is thick with history and the future is a bright, welcoming horizon. Join me as we discover the wonders of a land where the sun rises on a new era of freedom, and where every traveler, no matter where they come from, can finally find the peace they have been searching for. This is the soul of Germany. This is your invitation to come home to a world of wonders. Neuschwanstein, a name that whispers through the mist of the Bavarian Alps, standing as a testament to the thin line between madness and genius. To many, this is merely a silhouette from a fairy tale, the very blueprint for the castle that has come to define our childhood dreams across the Atlantic. But beneath the romantic facade of its white limestone walls lies a far more visceral story, one etched into the very bones of the earth. This structure does not just sit upon the mountains, it is a defiance of them. To truly understand why this place feels so otherworldly, we must look back 50 million years to a time when the world was in a state of violent transformation. The jagged peaks that cradle Neuschwanstein were born from a colossal collision of continents. The African and European tectonic plates crashed into one another, with such unimaginable force that the seabed was thrust upward, twisting and folding into the sky to create the Alps. This geological upheaval left behind the sheer vertical limestone cliffs that now serve as a dramatic pedestal for the castle. These rocks are not just silent observers. They are the ancient foundation that allowed a dream to take flight over a 1,000-foot drop. When you stand here, you are standing on the edge of a prehistoric battlefield, where nature's raw power sculpted the scenery for one of humanity's most ambitious architectural feats. While the world knows the legend of the recluse, king who built this sanctuary, the true marvel is often overlooked by the casual observer. This is a 19th century miracle of engineering. At a time when the surrounding villages were still bound by tradition, Neuschwanstein was being equipped with technology that was light years ahead of its era. It was a fortress of innovation, hidden within a shell of medieval nostalgia. The workers faced the terrifying reality of hauling tons of stone and brick up these treacherous slopes, battling the elements and the dizzying heights to place every block with mathematical precision. They were not just building a home, they were grappling with the abyss. The castle features advanced heating systems running water on every floor, and even an early form of electric bells. It is a masterpiece of technical mastery, disguised as a poem in stone, a physical bridge between the Industrial Revolution and the Romantic soul. However, the tragedy of many wonders is that they are often consumed by their own fame. For the traveler seeking the soft life in 2026, the traditional path to Neuschwanstein can feel like a departure from the tranquility you crave. Most will find themselves lost in a sea of thousands, obscured by cameras and the rush of the crowds. But there is a secret rhythm to this mountain for those who know how to listen. Beyond the famous Marienbrücke, the bridge that offers that iconic postcard view, lies a network of hidden trails used by locals and the most observant adventurers. As you move away from the noise, the air grows colder and the silence of the forest takes over. These paths lead you to higher vantage points where the castle appears to float alone in a sea of emerald pines and jagged gray stone. From these secluded heights, you can finally witness the true scale of the landscape. You see how the castle interacts with the Turbulent Gorge, where the waterfall thunders below, like the heartbeat of the mountain. You begin to realize that Neuschwanstein was never meant to be a place for the masses. It was designed as a solitary conversation between a man and the divine beauty of the Alps. The architecture mimics the verticality of the surrounding peaks, its towers reaching for the clouds, just as the mountains do. In this moment away from the chatter and the lines, you experience the profound stability that Germany offers. It is the realization that even a dream as fragile as a fairy tale can be anchored by 50 million years of solid rock. For the American traveler, this experience is a lesson in perspective. It is about reclaiming your time and choosing the path less traveled. It is about understanding that the most famous places on Earth still hold secrets if you are willing to walk a little further into the mist. Neuschwanstein is not just a building. It is a gateway to a deeper connection with the Earth's history and the limitless potential of human imagination. It is a place where you can stand on the edge of a precipice and feel not fear, but a sense of overwhelming peace. Here, between the ancient tectonic plates and the soaring towers, you find a world that is steady, a world that is vibrant, and a world that is waiting for you to discover its true silent grandeur. This is the first step into a Germany that will change the way you see the world forever. The Black Forest, a name that evokes a sense of ancient mystery and deep emerald shadows where the boundary between the real world and the realm of folklore becomes beautifully blurred. To the traveler arriving from the hyper-connected cities of America, this is not just a forest. It is a vast, breathing sanctuary of silence. It is a place where the air itself feels heavier, thick with the scent of pine resin and the whispers of 1,000 years of history. This region, known to the locals as the Schwarzwald, is a living masterpiece of biological density, a landscape so tightly woven that it has created its own secret world beneath the canopy. To enter this forest is to step into a natural cathedral where the light is a rare and precious gift. At the heart of this mystery is a fascinating scientific phenomenon. The Black Forest is dominated by massive evergreens and spruce trees packed so closely together that they form an almost impenetrable ceiling of needles and branches. This canopy is so thick that it effectively triattends the sunlight, preventing it from reaching the forest floor even on the brightest summer days. This lack of light has created a unique microclimate, a cooler and more humid world, where mosses and ferns blanket the earth in a vivid velvet green. The temperature here can drop significantly the moment you step under the shade, as if the forest is holding on to the chill of the previous night. This density is the reason for its name. For when the sun begins to set, the depths of the woods turn to a deep, inky blackness, long before the rest of the world. Nestled within this shadows is the village of Triberg, a place where the human spirit has found a way to master the one thing that nature cannot control, which is time itself. For centuries, the people of the Black Forest have lived in isolation during the long, snowy winters, and from that solitude, they birthed the art of the cuckoo clock. This is not merely a craft, it is a philosophy of precision, born from patience. In Triberg, you will find clocks the size of houses. Massive wooden structures where the gears are carved from the very trees that surround the town. These giant timekeepers are symbols of a culture that values the steady rhythmic passage of hours. They are a reminder that in a world of digital chaos, there is a profound beauty in the mechanical heartbeat of a clock, a connection to a time when every second was earned by hand. For the modern American traveler, the Black Forest offers something far more valuable than a souvenir. It offers the experience of Waldeinsamkeit. This is a German word that has no direct translation in English, but it describes a feeling that the soul recognizes instantly. It is the sublime sensation of being alone in the woods, of finding a peaceful solitude away from the noise of society. In a life filled with notifications, deadlines, and the constant pressure of the digital age, Waldeinsamkeit is the ultimate medicine. It is a healing process where the forest becomes your therapist. As you walk deep into the emerald darkness, the sounds of the modern world fade away, replaced by the snapping of a twig or the distant roar of the Triberg waterfalls. You are no longer a consumer or a worker. You are simply a human being standing amidst the giants. The forest here does not demand your attention. It simply allows you to. This is the essence of the soft life that so many are searching for in 2026. It is the luxury of quiet. In the Black Forest, you find a profound stability, an assurance that the world will continue to turn, even if you are not there to watch it. The trees have stood for centuries, surviving through wars and industrial revolutions, and their presence provides a sense of perspective that is often lost in the frantic pace of the United States. Here, you can breathe deeply, feeling the cool, oxygen-rich air fill your lungs, and realize that your worth is not measured by your productivity, but by your ability to find wonder in the shadows. As you wander further, you might encounter the legendary waterfalls of Triberg, where the water plunges down 7 tiers of dark rock. The sound is a constant low frequency that vibrates through your chest, a natural white noise that clears the mind of its clutter. The mist from the falls clings to the moss, creating a shimmering, ethereal atmosphere that feels as though a dragon might appear from behind the next cliff. This is the magic of the Schwarzwald. It forces you to believe in the extraordinary again. It reignites the curiosity of the inner child, who once dreamed of hidden paths and secret kingdoms. The Black Forest is a reminder that we need the darkness to appreciate the light. It is a place where you can hide from the world until you are ready to face it again, recharged and redefined. For the woman seeking a sanctuary, or the family looking to reconnect without the distraction of screens, these woods offer a timeless embrace. It is a land of red-hatted traditional dress, of rich chocolate cakes that taste like the berries of the forest floor, and of people who respect the silence as much as they respect the truth. When you eventually leave the shade of the trees and step back into the sun, you carry a piece of that forest within you, a quiet, dark center of peace that the world cannot take away. This is the magic of Germany, a country that knows that sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is to disappear into the woods and find yourself again. Here in the heart of the shadows, you are not lost. You are finally, truly found. Saxon, Switzerland, a name that feels like a beautiful contradiction. A place where the landscape of Central Europe is replaced by something far more surreal and ancient. To the traveler arriving from the wide open spaces of North America, this is not just a national park. It is a journey into a different dimension. It is a realm of verticality and shadow, where the earth has been sculpted into bizarre, towering pillars that look like the skeletal fingers of a forgotten god reaching for the sky. Here, the mist does not just settle, it clings to the stone like a living presence, blurring the lines between the world we know and a dreamscape that feels entirely alien. This is a land of sandstone and silence, a geological masterpiece that defies every expectation of what a forest should be. To understand the mystery of these stone fingers, we must look back over 100 million years to the Cretaceous period. At that time, this entire region was submerged beneath a vast shallow sea. Layer upon layer of sand and organic debris settled on the ocean floor, eventually compacting into massive blocks of sandstone. When the tectonic forces of the Earth finally thrust this seabed upward, it was exposed to the relentless power of erosion. For eons, the wind, the rain, and the frost acted as master sculptors, wearing away the softer rock and leaving behind these solitary, jagged columns of stone. This is not just a collection of cliffs, it is a prehistoric seabed, standing tall in the open air. The precision of the erosion is so perfect that the pillars stand as independent entities, some soaring hundreds of feet above the Elbe River, creating a jagged horizon that feels truly out of this world. The atmosphere here is undeniably otherworldly. As you navigate the winding paths that lead toward the Bastei, the feeling of leaving the planet becomes inescapable. The rock formations are so vertical, so sharp, and so clustered together that they mimic the skylines of a futuristic city made of stone. Scientists and geologists come here to study the unique patterns of the sandstone, but for the traveler, it is the sheer visual impact that leaves you breathless. The textures of the rock are rough and weathered, etched with the scars of millions of years of survival. In the golden light of late afternoon, the pillars turn a deep burnt orange, looking as if they were plucked directly from the surface of Mars and dropped into the heart of a lush German forest. The defining experience of this region is standing upon the Bastei Bridge. This is a structure that seems to defy gravity, a stone walkway that connects the jagged peaks and spans across a terrifyingly beautiful abyss. To truly feel the soul of this place, you must arrive in the pre-dawn hours when the world is still draped in a heavy white veil of mist. As you walk across the bridge, the ground beneath you disappears into a sea of clouds. The stone fingers rise out of the fog like islands in a spectral ocean, and for a few fleeting moments, the boundary between reality and the supernatural becomes incredibly thin. There is no sound, but the distant call of a raven and the quiet drip of moisture from the pines. It is in this stillness that you feel the profound stability of Germany, a place where the ancient past is so tangible that it vibrates through the soles of your feet. For the American soul seeking a soft life in 2026, Saxon Switzerland is a sanctuary of perspective. It is a place that reminds us how small our daily anxieties truly are when compared to the patience of the mountains. In the United States, we are used to the vastness of the Grand Canyon or the scale of the Rockies, but there is an intimacy to the Bastei that is unique. It is a vertical labyrinth that invites you to slow down to watch the way the shadows crawl across the sandstone and to breathe in an air that tastes of damp earth and ancient secrets. The connectivity here is not digital, it is elemental. You are connected to the very cycle of creation and decay that has shaped our planet for billions of years. As the sun rises higher and the mist begins to dissolve, the green canopy of the forest below is revealed, providing a vibrant contrast to the gray and ochre tones of the stone. You can see the Elbe River winding like a silver ribbon, far below, a silent witness to the passage of time. The people who live in the surrounding villages have a deep respect for this terrain, a culture of climbing and exploration that dates back generations. They move through these rocks with a quiet confidence, understanding that they are guests in a landscape that was here long before humanity and will remain long after we are gone. This is the ultimate luxury of the traveler, to stand in a place that is completely indifferent to the modern world and find a sense of belonging within its silence. The Bastei is a reminder that beauty often resides in the most inaccessible and unusual places. It is a destination for the curious, for those who are not afraid of heights or the deep mysteries of the earth. Whether you are a photographer capturing the light as it breaks through the stone fingers or a wanderer looking for a moment of clarity, this park offers a reward that is both physical and spiritual. It is a testament to the resilience of nature and the enduring power of a dream. Here, amidst the sandstone pillars of the Saxon Switzerland, you find a world that is steady, a world that is surreal, and a world that invites you to lose yourself in its ancient alien embrace. This is Germany at its most profound, a land where the earth itself tells a story of survival, and where every step is a journey through time. Berlin. A name that once evoked images of dividing walls and ghosts of the past has now risen to become the most powerful heartbeat of freedom in Europe. For the traveler arriving from the frantic pace of American metropolises, Berlin is not a silent museum covered in historical dust, but a living organism constantly evolving and redefining itself. It is a place where the cold steel shell of the past has been warmed by a spirit of innovation and infinite tolerance. In 2026, Berlin has solidified its position as a sanctuary of liberty, where all boundaries blur to make way for a lifestyle that is liberated, full of identity, and deeply empathetic. The clearest symbol of this miraculous rebirth is Tempelhofer Feld. Imagine a colossal airport with stretching runways that once served as gateways for historic airlifts, now transformed into the most liberated public park on the planet. Here, the concrete runways no longer serve roaring machines, but have become a playground for skaters, vibrant kites, and families enjoying the late afternoon sun. Tempelhofer is not just a green space, it is a manifesto on returning power to the people. In this vast expanse, you will feel the breath of absolute freedom, where a rigid military structure has been converted into a paradise of relaxation and community connection. It is a testament to how Germany can take the harshest elements of history and turn them into a gift for the future. As night falls, Berlin shifts to a different frequency, where techno culture becomes the heartbeat of the entire city. But techno in Berlin is not just music. It is a religion of inclusion. This is especially true in Kreuzberg, an iconic area of diversity, where vibrant community art districts filled with graffiti become home to everyone. For those seeking a place where personal identity is celebrated, Kreuzberg is the answer. Here, the concept of representation is not just a slogan, but a vivid reality. You will find yourself surrounded by kindred spirits, where skin color or origin are not barriers, but the threads weaving a brilliant cultural tapestry. The hospitality here is devoid of judgment. There is only a warm welcome through hugs and looks of recognition. The allure of Berlin in 2026 lies in its ability to create a safe space for spiritual exodus. In an increasingly uncertain world, this city provides a strange stability through its organized chaos. You might find a small cafe tucked away in an old cellar, where artists from all over the world are co-creating new values, or join an AI art exhibition right next to a crumbling brick wall. This contrast does not cause conflict. On the contrary, they complement each other to create a unique Berlin. This is the ideal place for the soft life, where the cost of living still allows you to enjoy a high quality of life without sacrificing your peace to extreme industrial stress. Berlin teaches us that true freedom begins when we dare to shed the labels that the world has imposed on us. Here, you do not need to try to fit in, because the very nature of this city is difference. Every street corner, every club, and every community garden whispers an invitation for you to be yourself. The empathy that many travelers seek is often found in simple moments like these, when you realize you can be completely accepted in a foreign place. Berlin does not demand that you understand its entire past. It only asks that you live fully for the present and join it in building a brighter future. A journey through Berlin is a journey into the deep heart of creativity and compassion. From the windswept runways of Tempelhofer to the profound rhythms of Kreuzberg, you will see a very different Germany. A Germany that is soft, colorful, and always full of hope. This is an essential stop for anyone seeking a life with less pressure, where every day is an opportunity to be reborn. Let Berlin embrace you with its spirit of freedom, and you will realize that sometimes to find yourself, you need to go far away to a place where everyone is allowed to be a familiar stranger. Berlin awaits you to co-write the epic of freedom and love in the heart of modern Europe. Königssee, a mirror of emerald glass nestled deep within the heart of the Berchtesgaden Alps, where the silence is so profound it feels like a physical presence. To the American traveler seeking a sanctuary from the relentless noise of modern life, this is not just a body of water. It is a cathedral of nature, often referred to as Germany's fjord. This majestic lake carved its way into the earth through the sheer brute force of moving ice. To understand the ethereal beauty of Königssee, we must look back to the last ice age, when colossal glaciers groaned across this landscape, grinding down the limestone mountains into steep vertical walls. As the ice retreated, it left behind a deep, narrow basin that filled with the purest meltwater, creating a landscape that mirrors the rugged fjords of Norway, but carries a soul that is uniquely Bavarian. The geology here is a masterpiece of natural filtration, because the surrounding slopes are composed of ancient limestone, and the lake is fed primarily by underground springs and pristine mountain runoff. Königssee has earned its reputation as the cleanest lake in all of Europe. The water is so clear that you can see deep into the abyss, where the emerald hues shift and dance with the changing light. Since the early 20th century, Germany has protected this treasure with a fierce devotion, allowing only electric-powered boats to glide across its surface. This commitment to preservation ensures that the only thing you hear as you move across the water is the soft lap of waves against the hull, allowing the lake to breathe in a way that few places on Earth still can. As you venture deeper into the lake past the towering cliffs of the Watzmann Mountain, you encounter one of the most mesmerizing auditory phenomena in the world. The geography of the lake, with its sheer rock faces rising thousands of feet directly from the water, creates a natural amphitheater of incredible precision. Mid-journey, the electric boat will come to a complete halt in the middle of the stillness. The boatman steps out, takes up a brass flugelhorn, or a trumpet, and plays a simple melody toward the vertical cliffs. What follows is a moment of pure magic. The sound does not just fade away. It strikes the rock and bounces back with startling clarity, creating a haunting echo that repeats the notes as if the mountain itself is singing back to you. This is the echo of Königssee, a dialogue between humanity and the ancient stone that has captivated travelers for generations. It is a reminder that even the strongest mountains have a voice if we are quiet enough to listen. Emerging from this sonic experience, the boat carries you toward a sight that feels like a painting come to life. Against the backdrop of the gray limestone and the dark green pines, the pilgrimage church of St. Bartholomew appears on a small peninsula. It is a vision of absolute contrast. Its famous red onion domes glow like rubies against the turquoise and emerald water, a solitary architectural gem in the midst of the untamed wilderness. This church, standing since the 12th century, was once a summer hunting lodge for the prince provosts of Berchtesgaden. Today, it remains a symbol of the spiritual connection between the people of the Alps and their environment. There are no roads leading to this place. It can only be reached by boat or by a grueling hike over the high mountain passes, ensuring that its peace remains undisturbed by the frantic pace of the outside world. For the traveler from the United States, Königssee offers a masterclass in the soft life. It is a place where stability is found in the stillness of the water and the permanence of the peaks. In 2026, when the world feels increasingly fast and fragmented, the emerald depths of this lake provide a grounding energy that is hard to find elsewhere. Here, you are invited to slow down, to taste the smoked trout, pulled fresh from the alpine depths, and to breathe in an air that has been purified by the surrounding forests. The connectivity here is not found in a signal, but in the way the cool mist feels on your skin and the way the mountains seem to lean in to protect this hidden sanctuary. The uniqueness of Königssee lies in its ability to make you feel both incredibly small and deeply connected to the grand narrative of the earth. You are standing in a basin shaped by millions of tons of ice, looking at water that is as pure as it was thousands of years ago, and listening to an echo that has been heard by kings and commoners alike. It is a destination that honors the silence, a place where the grandeur of nature is not something to be conquered, but something to be observed with quiet awe. As the boat turns back toward the shore, and the red domes of St. Bartholomew fade into the distance, you carry with you a sense of clarity that only a place this pure can provide. This is the Emerald Heart of Germany, a sanctuary of stone and water, where every ripple tells a story of survival, and every echo is a call to return to the essentials of life. Here, amidst the peaks of Berchtesgaden, you find a world that is steady, a world that is clear, and a world that invites you to find your own reflection in its emerald mirror. Rothenburg ob der Tauber, a name that resonates like a magic spell, transporting us away from reality into a world where the hands of the clock have stood still for centuries. For the traveling souls from America seeking a deep connection with the past, this is not just a stop on a map, but a time machine built of stone and cypress wood. Imagine standing before ancient city walls where the breath of the medieval era still lingers in every cold breeze blowing through cobblestone alleys. This is the best preserved town in the world, a jewel protected by humanity's absolute reverence for eternal values. Here, the bustle of this 21st century completely vanishes, giving way to a space of peace and dreams woven from the light of lanterns. The soul of Rothenburg lies in its unique architecture, where half-timbered houses stand close together like old friends whispering stories. Intricate crisscrossing wooden frames painted in warm tones of deep red ochre yellow and moss green, create an enchanting visual palette. Each house is a masterpiece of meticulousness, with steep tiled roofs and small windows adorned with vibrant flower pots. The stability you feel here lies not only in the sturdy structure of stone and wood, but also in the way the locals preserve the soul of the land. You won't find flashy neon billboards or soulless skyscrapers. Instead, there is the warmth of eternal Christmas shops. Even in the height of a sunny summer, stepping into the Catha Wohlfahrt store, you will find yourself lost in a paradise of white snow, wooden puppets, and sparkling glass spheres. It is a reminder that hope and the magic of childhood are always present regardless of the flow of time. As twilight falls and the ghosts of darkness begin to dance on the city walls, an unusual and mesmerizing habit begins. That is when the night watchman steps out from the pages of living history. In a long black cloak, carrying a halberd and a lantern casting a flickering yellow light, he begins his patrol of the town. The sound of footsteps rhythmically striking the cobblestones echoes through the quiet alleys, leading you deep into the heart of Rothenburg. The night watchman doesn't just tell stories. He is the link between reality and legend. Following him, you will pass through little-known corners where the lantern light shines on ancient walls, creating fantastical shapes. This is when the boundary between real and ethereal is thinnest, as you feel the breath of ancient guards and the peace of a town protected by laws that never change. For those longing for a soft life, Rothenburg is a lesson in stillness and appreciation. Here, luxury lies not in material things, but in the ability to enjoy a slow afternoon over a cup of coffee and a sweet Schneeball, watching the world go by in the market square without feeling the pressure of time. Germany has created a space where you can truly disconnect from the digital world to reconnect with yourself. The empathy that locals have for visitors lies in the way they smile and welcome you not as a stranger, but as a distinguished guest returning home after a long journey. A journey through Rothenburg ob der Tauber is a journey to find the lost fragments of human memory. Amidst the sharp spires and small gardens hidden behind wooden doors, you will see a Germany that is gentle and epic. This city teaches us that true beauty does not need to be loud. It only needs to be persistent and sincere. When you leave the city walls to return to modern life, you will carry with you the warmth of the lanterns and the belief that no matter how the world changes, there is always a small, peaceful corner waiting for you. Rothenburg is not just a destination. It is a state of mind where magic is real and time is just a distant concept. Let this time machine embrace you and show you that sometimes the greatest escape is returning to what is most ancient and pure. The Rhine Valley, a landscape where the river flows like a liquid ribbon of silver through a world crafted by both the hands of giants and the persistence of time. To the traveler arriving from the high-speed rhythm of the American coast, this is not just a valley, it is a living sanctuary of the slow life. Here, the rugged power of geology meets the refined elegance of human tradition, creating a place where every bend in the river reveals a new fortress and every hillside whispers the secrets of the earth. This is the heart of the romantic Rhine, a stretch of water and stone so profound that it has been inscribed into the memory of the world. It is a land of vertical vineyards and silent sentinels, where the past is not a ghost, but a companion in your journey toward tranquility. The magic of this valley begins with a unique geological gift. The slate-rich soil of the Rhine's banks acts as a massive thermal battery, absorbing the sun's heat during the day and radiating it back to the vines long after the sun has set. But the true miracle lies in the sheer verticality of the landscape. Imagine slopes that plunge toward the water at a staggering 45-degree angle. These are some of the steepest vineyards on the planet, designed by nature to capture the sunlight at the perfect trajectory for the ripening of the Riesling grape. This is not just farming, it is a high-stakes dialogue with gravity. The intensity of the light reflecting off the river, combined with the heat-retaining stone, creates a microclimate that produces the most expensive and complex Riesling in the world. When you taste a glass of wine here, you are tasting the very essence of the sun and the ancient rock distilled through centuries of winemaking mastery. As you glide down the river, the landscape becomes increasingly dramatic, narrowing into the legendary Rhine Gorge. Here, the cliffs rise like dark walls, and the current quickens as it passes the infamous Lorelei Rock. This massive slate cliff stands as the silent guardian of the river's most dangerous passage. For generations, sailors feared this spot, where the narrow channel and hidden reefs created treacherous whirlpools. From this danger, the myth of the Lorelei was born, a beautiful siren, whose haunting song distracted mariners leading their ships to shatter against the rocks. Today, as you look up at the towering silhouette of the cliff, you can still feel the weight of that mystery. It is a place where the power of nature remains untamed, reminding us that even in our modern world, there are corners where the ancient myths still hold a flickering light. Perched atop these cliffs are the silent sentinels of the Rhine, a staggering collection of medieval castles that seem to grow directly out of the stone. These fortresses were once the strategic power centers of the region, built to control the trade routes and collect tolls from passing ships. Today, they serve as the ultimate backdrop for the soft life. Many have been transformed into luxury retreats and quiet hotels, where you can wake up to the sight of the morning mist rising from the river below, for the American soul seeking a reprieve from the constant pressure of productivity. There is no greater luxury than sitting on a castle terrace with a view of the winding Rhine, realizing that the world can wait. Here, stability is found in the permanence of the stone and the rhythmic flow of the water. The experience of the Rhine Valley is a masterclass in the art of presence. In 2026, as the digital world grows ever more demanding, the valley offers a physical disconnect that is both rare and healing. Connectivity here is found in the texture of the old stone walls, the scent of the ripening grapes, and the sound of the riverboats passing in the night. It is a place where you are encouraged to linger over a meal, to walk the narrow streets of timbered villages like Bacharach, and to let the historical gravity of the landscape ground you. You are not just a visitor. You are part of a grand, slow narrative that has been unfolding for 2,000 years. The uniqueness of the Rhine lies in this perfect balance between the rugged and the refined. You see it in the way the vineyards cling to the cliffs, and you feel it in the warmth of the hospitality offered in the riverside taverns. The people here understand the value of the seasons and the importance of a well-earned rest. They welcome the traveler with a quiet empathy, recognizing the universal need for a sanctuary. Whether you are exploring the ruins of a hilltop fortress or simply watching the sun dip behind the hills, the Rhine Valley provides a sense of peace that is absolute. As you eventually leave the river behind, you carry the spirit of the Rhine with you, a newfound appreciation for the slow, the steady, and the beautiful. You realize that the greatest escape is not a movement towards something new, but a return to something eternal. This is the enduring promise of Germany, a country that has mastered the art of living well by honoring the land and the history that shaped it. Here, amidst the castles and the vines of the Rhine, you find a world that is stable, a world that is deep, and a world that invites you to breathe again. This is your invitation to the soft life written in the stone and the water of the most romantic valley on earth. Zugspitze, a name that rises proudly amidst the clouds, where the breath of the continent touches the deep blue sky. For the traveler arriving from the vast plains of America, this is not just Germany's highest peak, but an eternal observatory, where the boundaries between nations become fragile before the majesty of creation. Imagine standing at nearly 3,000 meters above sea level, where the air becomes thin and so pure that every breath brings a powerful sense of rebirth. Here, the world opens up in an unbelievable way, a symphony of sharp snow-capped peaks stretching to the horizon. This is the only place where you can stand at a single point and let your eyes wander across the borders of 4 nations, from the lush green valleys of Germany and the limestone peaks of Austria to the misty ridges of Italy and Switzerland. It is a moment of absolute stability, where you realize that no matter how the world below changes, these stone giants stand firm as a symbol of the power of time. However, behind that overwhelming beauty lies a poignant scientific story about the transformation of our planet. Zugspitze is not just a tourist destination. It is a living witness to the shifts in global climate. The ancient glaciers, which have existed for thousands of years, like eternal white ribbons wrapping the peak, are slowly vanishing before our eyes. Scientists have issued grave warnings as Germany's last glaciers are shrinking at an unprecedented rate. Standing on this peak in 2026 brings a deep sense of empathy, a reminder that this beauty is a precious yet fragile gift. As you touch the rocky outcrops revealed by the melting ice, you are touching millions of years of tectonic history and simultaneously facing the responsibility of the present toward the future. The disappearance of the ice and snow does not just change the landscape, it changes the heartbeat of nature, urging the traveler to cherish every moment of presence in this surreal space. Yet Germany always knows how to balance profound depth with unique lifestyle experiences, even at the most extreme altitudes. Amidst the vertical cliffs and whistling winds, you will find fascinating facts that make this journey warm and intimate. Imagine the feeling of sending a postcard from Germany's highest post office, a small but magically connective act, sending love from the top of the world to dear ones back in the United States. And perhaps there is no experience more quintessentially soft life than sitting at a restaurant perched on the mountainside enjoying a cold craft beer right in the middle of the clouds. The sound of the beer foam gently dissolving blends with the sound of the wind, and the bittersweet malt, combined with the limitless view, creates a state of absolute relaxation. Here, luxury does not lie in 5-star hotels, but in the ability to be still and savor a local flavor, while your feet seem to be suspended in the atmosphere. For those seeking an exodus from the suffocating pace of digital life, Zugspitze provides a new kind of connection, a connection to the macrocosm. Germany has built world-class cable car systems that whisk you from the pristine shores of Lake Eibsee to the peak in just minutes, an engineering marvel hanging over the abyss. The transition from the silent water to the wind-swept summit happens so fast that it forces your mind to wake up. This is where you can shed all worries, letting your spirit soar with the eagles gliding below. German safety and precision give you absolute confidence, allowing you to completely let go and enjoy the freedom that only the high peaks can grant. The journey to the summit of Zugspitze is a journey to find clarity in the soul. Between the light and shadow of rock and snow, you will see a Germany that is not only strong, but also deeply compassionate. Standing at the border of 4 countries, you will understand that we all share the same sky and the same future. Every step on this mountain is an affirmation of your presence in the flow of time. When you leave the summit to return to the valley, you carry with you not just beautiful photographs, but the calm of the stone and the vastness of the sky. Zugspitze is not just a peak. It is a state of understanding, a place where you find stability amidst life's fluctuations. Let the height of Germany elevate your soul and show you that sometimes to see the path ahead clearly, you need to stand at the highest point to look back at yourself. Hamburg, a city where the resilient spirit of the north meets the boundless horizon of the sea, standing as a testament to human ingenuity and the enduring power of water. To the American traveler arriving from the coastal hubs of the Atlantic or the Pacific, this is not just a port city, it is a living, breathing gateway to the world. Often overshadowed by the political weight of Berlin or the alpine charm of Munich, Hamburg possesses a soul that is raw, industrious, and undeniably elegant. It is a place where the air tastes of salt and adventure, and where the history of global trade is etched into the very bricks of its towering warehouses. Like a captain guiding a ship through a storm, Hamburg has navigated centuries of transformation, emerging in 2026 as a beacon of maritime heritage and futuristic urban living. This is the city of bridges, a realm where the water does not divide, but connects, creating a sanctuary for those who find peace in the rhythm of the tides. At the heart of this maritime wonder lies the Speicherstadt, the largest warehouse district in the world and a masterpiece of neo-Gothic red brick architecture. To understand the magnitude of this achievement, one must look beneath the surface into the very plot of the Elbe River. This entire district, a sprawling labyrinth of blocks and canals, was built upon hundreds of thousands of oak piles driven deep into the soft earth. It is a city resting on a forest of hidden timber, a feat of engineering that has allowed these massive structures to stand firm against the test of time and tide. As you glide through the narrow canals on a traditional barge, the tall, ornate facades rise up around you like canyon walls made of crimson stone. This is a place that was once the world's clearinghouse for spices, coffee, and silks, and the faint, sweet aroma of those exotic goods still seems to haunt the cool shadows of the bridges. With a network of waterways so dense and intricate, the Speicherstadt offers a sense of mystery that surpasses even the famous canals of Venice, providing a darker, more industrial romance that is uniquely German. The energy of Hamburg is best captured in the pre-dawn hours at the Altona fish market, a tradition that has endured for over 3 centuries. For the traveler seeking the soft life through authentic connection, this is where the city's pulse is most visceral. As the sun begins to creep over the Elbe, the market erupts into a symphony of voices where legendary barkers shout their prices with a theatrical flair that rivals any Broadway stage. It is a place where the rugged life of the sea meets the community spirit of the city. You can find yourself holding a fresh fish sandwich in one hand and a hot coffee in the other, standing amidst locals, sailors, and early morning revelers, all united by the raw, honest energy of the morning. This is not a polished tourist performance. It is the real, unvarnished heart of Hamburg, a reminder that true stability is found in the recurring cycles of work trade and the timeless bounty of the ocean. Perhaps the most shocking truth about this northern giant is its incredible connectivity through architecture. It is a curiosity that often leaves visitors speechless. Hamburg has more bridges than London, Amsterdam and Venice combined, with over 2,500 bridges crossing its countless canals, streams, and rivers. The city is a literal web of connection. Each bridge tells a story, from the grand steel arches that support heavy rail lines to the small, romantic stone walkways of the old town. This abundance of bridges is not just a geographical necessity. It is a symbol of the city's openness to the world. In Hamburg, there is always a way across, always a path forward, and always a new perspective waiting just over the next railing. This tritony of infrastructure provides a profound sense of security and flow, making it the perfect destination for the modern exodus toward a life that is both connected and serene. For the American soul in 2026, Hamburg offers a masterclass in the beauty of the industrial and the organic. It is a city that has preserved its history not by freezing it in time, but by allowing it to evolve. The Elbphilharmonie, a stunning glass structure that mimics the waves of the sea, sits atop an old brick warehouse, serving as a soaring metaphor for the city itself, grounded in the past, yet reaching for the future. Connectivity here is found in the sound of ship horns echoing across the harbor, and the way the lights of the container terminals shimmer like stars on the dark water. It is a place where you are encouraged to walk along the Ulster Lake, to watch the white sails of small boats against the blue sky, and to feel the stability of a city that knows exactly who it is. The uniqueness of Hamburg lies in its quiet confidence. It does not need to shout to be heard. Its grandeur is found in the scale of its ports and the intricacy of its canals. The people here, the Hanseatics, carry a reserved but deep warmth, welcoming the traveler with a respect for privacy and a shared love for the horizon. Whether you are exploring the miniature worlds of miniature Wunderland, or simply watching the massive cargo ships navigate the Elbe, Hamburg provides a sense of wonder that is grounded in reality. It is a destination that honors the hard work of the past, while embracing the soft, creative life of the present. As you stand on one of the thousands of bridges watching the water flow toward the North Sea, you realize that Hamburg is a city of departures and arrivals. It is a place where the journey is as important as the destination. You carry with you the memory of the red bricks, the taste of the salt air, and the realization that even in a world of steel and steam, there is a deep poetic peace to be found. This is the maritime soul of Germany, a sanctuary of bridges and water, where every canal is a path to discovery, and every bridge is an invitation to stay. Here, amidst the oak piles and the red brick canyons of the Speicherstadt, you find a world that is steady, a world that is vast, and a world that invites you to sail into your own new beginning. Germany. As our journey through this land of profound contrasts comes to a close, we realize that we have witnessed something far deeper than a mere collection of landmarks. We have felt the pulse of a nation that has mastered the ultimate balance between the precision of the future and the sanctity of the past. To the traveler from America, Germany offers a glimpse into a new order of the world, a place where stability is not a luxury, but a shared foundation, and where the soft life is a tangible reality waiting to be embraced. We have walked through forests that whisper ancient secrets and stood in cities that shout with the energy of absolute freedom. We have seen how a country can rise from its history not by forgetting its scars, but by turning them into the very pillars of its resilience. This is a land that teaches us that true power lies in the ability to be steady in the face of change. Whether it is the rhythmic ticking of a clock in the Black Forest, the silent majesty of the Bavarian Alps, or the inclusive heartbeat of Berlin, Germany, provides a sanctuary for the soul that is weary of the frantic pace of modern life. You are not just a visitor here. You are an observer of a society that values your presence, your peace, and your path toward self-discovery. As you prepare to return to your own horizon, carry with you the clarity of the Rhine, the strength of the Zugspitze, and the warmth of the lanterns in Rothenburg. Remember that the exodus toward a more meaningful existence is not just a dream. It is a journey that begins with a single step toward a place that understands your worth. Germany is waiting to welcome you home. It is a home that does not demand you change who you are, but rather offers you the space to become who you were always meant to be. And if your heart still craves the thrill of the extraordinary, if you wish to see how this human perfection compares to the raw, untamed power of the earth, I invite you to join me on our next adventure. Discover the land of ice and fire in our documentary on Iceland, where the wild beauty of geology stands in stark contrast to the structured elegance we have found here. Until then, let the spirit of the phoenix guide your travels, and may you find the stability and wonder you seek in every corner of this magnificent world. Farewell for now, but the road is always open, and the journey is just beginning.